What's up, everybody?
What's good, BuzzBros?
Episode 4.
Big 4.
You know what I'm saying? I know we've been slacking a little bit. We've been slacking. We haven't been consistent. But look, we had some things we had to handle, but we're back on track now. We're going to be consistent.
Elon Fish died. No, but bro, this podcast is going to be a little interesting. I'm not going to lie, because it's going to be just me and you. No guests this time. And we got some new heat coming, too. On some corny stuff. Got some heat coming. If y'all don't know, me and Elan behind the scenes, we actually own another brand, which is Gleeced. And we actually wearing it right now. Y'all let us know in the comments what you think, you know? Rated 1 to 10.
Listen.
But yeah, bro, so basically want to go over, what made us start this brand. What is some of the trials and tribulations that we're having right now since we started this brand?
A lot.
And of course, bro, and then some encouragement, some tips, advice, and so on. So let's start off, why did we even start this brand from scratch? Really, bro, it's like, it was really mutual. He's going to speak on it too. I already have a brand, if y'all don't know, Lost Mileage. And Elan, go ahead and speak your end.
So, I mean, bro, a long time. We actually planned to do a podcast as well a while back. But,
it was pre-planned.
Yeah, but we weren't like in the situation to where we could. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of like it almost happened naturally.
Yeah,
everything happened naturally. The clothing brand and the podcast happened naturally.
This happens when you over here hustling, making things happen, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, like half a year ago, if you were to tell me I'd be a clothing brand owner, I'd be like, bro, what are you talking about?
Talk about it.
Exactly.
Yapping.
So, we just I tried a clothing brand out like a while back with one of my other homeboys.
Yeah, you told me.
And it's not that it didn't work out too well. It's just we didn't have the proper facilities. I mean, to
facilities or knowledge.
Knowledge, yeah. Knowledge. So we didn't have the proper knowledge.
Yeah.
To kind of create the brand that we wanted.
Right.
And we were being very generic and stuff. He's actually a clothing brand owner too now with another partner.
We actually just had him on the podcast.
We actually just had him on the podcast. Yeah, so everything worked out.
Shout out to Vic, man. Shout out to Vic.
Shout out to Vic, bro. No, but everything worked out. Everything worked out. But point being is, we tried, didn't really work out. But later on down the road, he was talking, like, I seen his clothing brand succeed.
Yeah.
And we were at a time frame where we were always hanging out around with each other. So I'll see, him packaging orders. I'll see him, communicating with manufacturers, and I kind of gained a little bit of an interest in it. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy though. Just a little bit interested in it. But then over time, we kind of just like. It honestly all happened because he moved over here. I don't think we'd be having this clothing brand if he didn't move over here.
Podcast.
Or the podcast as well, yeah.
It was more or less like, bro, it's like going through all the things happening in Florida with the prices going extremely high and just me wanting to get a fresh new start, get a new lifestyle going on, just starting fresh, a fresh, clean slate. And I was like, all right, let me move to Dallas with my girl. Came here by myself at first. Elan, he was slacking a little bit mentally, and of course, who wouldn't be? You just transition from a place you've been, grew up your whole life, and you just go to a whole new city, not knowing really anyone, starting freshly over. So I don't blame you, because bro, when I first got here, I was like, dang,
bro, you homesick, bro?
Yeah, bro. Exactly. Like the first half a month, was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, bro. We're sitting here eating fast food,
playing games,
can barely afford the event, bro. I'm over here surviving off everything I made on Lost Mileage and whatever I had from my other jobs back in Miami.
I was surviving off being a freaking pizza delivery driver.
Bro, and it was just like rough. And it was like, we need to do something. We need to be different. We say we're not the same as every teenager, but yet we're not making nothing happen. Exactly. So we instantly are like, bro, we need to do something. I talked to Elan. We in the car having a nice little car ride after the gym. He was like, bro, I don't even know my purpose. And me, I'm having a brand. I have photography, having all this stuff on here. Like, bro, like everybody has this stuff. I'm still looking for my why. Sat there like man to man, like I'm looking for my why. And me, like I kind of feel like I know my why, but I'm not where I want to be at. I'm heading that direction, but I'm not where I want to be at.
What's crazy is that conversation that we had
changed everything.
It changed everything, because not only do I we have the clothing brand and the podcast, but also I actually found out what I wanted to really focus on too outside of that.
Both of us
personally, exactly. So it's like we genuinely benefited from that conversation. Eddie walked up to me, not walked up, but he told me that he already had a name in mind. He had like a few, but one really spoke out to him, which was Gleeced. I did not create the name, he did. But Simplicity speaks volume.
That he actually created, Simplicity.
I'll take credit for the slogan.
He did.
But listen though, you know, I never realized like another thing that kind of I would say like taught us a lot about each other.
Yeah.
Is that, you know, that saying where it's like, oh, like don't live with your best friends.
Yeah.
Bro, like we hung out almost every day in Miami together because like we had the same goals and aspirations.
Hard work, sweat, and tears on the field.
But this was a whole nother level.
Yeah,
like same bathroom, same food, everything the same. We all we have is each other in Dallas. Like obviously I have my family, but you know you came over here by yourself. Now you have your girl, thankfully.
Yeah.
But you know it's just y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it takes a toll. It takes a toll, especially when you know. Like, we haven't lived with each other before, and it's like, you know, arguments would occur and stuff like that. But at the end of the day...
It's all love.
Exactly. And not only that, us being, like, business partners kind of forces us to move that stuff out of the way.
Yeah, bro. It's
like we'll have a disagreement, but it's like we're still at the room at the same time every single day.
We had a disagreement, we arguing, but we know at the end of the day, we got to get this checklist off this board. We got to make sure we hit that requirement we need to get done for today, because if not, we both going to take an L. We both got to do the punishment.
Exactly.
And we actually spoke on it before in another podcast that we have a vision board, and our vision board basically plans out the whole week. We need to get this done, so and so, and if we don't,
to-dos for each week.
We need to do push-ups, we need to run, we need to do whatever, since we haven't reached this requirement. And honestly, bro, I feel like that changed our whole life with everything. Just everything since being here. So, yeah, man. And
that sense of progression, you know what I mean?
100%.
I feel like as a man, that's what makes you thrive. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. And like we said, bro, the podcast is about elevation. We elevating each other. We trying to elevate you people.
Y'all not just entertained with this podcast. Y'all are also empowered by watching this podcast. And you gonna learn something
every time you throw this show on, bro.
Exactly.
And so, bro. So back to touching on the reason why Gleeced. So that's basically why me and Elan started Gleeced. We was like, okay, we need to get ourselves together. We need to figure something out. We always had the podcast, you know, like pre-planned, like we said before, in Miami.
We were going to do one in Miami, but then I moved. It was kind of like a last-minute move. I mean, I'm going to be honest, guys. I was going to be homeless if I didn't move to Dallas. So.
Yeah, and it was also, bro, it wasn't even going to be me and just Elan. It was actually going to be it was going to be two other people who made us 4 people in total. It was actually crazy. We're going to call it
what was the name of it?
The buffet or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Like the buffet bros or something like that.
The buffet. I don't know. It was going to be really good. But, bro, everything happens for a reason. Probably wouldn't have worked out. Everybody went their certain ways. And look, BuzzBros, everything goes successful. And we're going to keep moving forward.
Exactly.
So, yeah, bro. So, back to what we were saying before, you know. That's the reason why we were on our BuzzBros. Now, what is some things like...
Started Gleeced, buddy. That's the reason why we started Gleeced, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, y'all don't know it's 2 a.m., but yeah.
I mean, bro, now, you know, obviously we'd want to talk about the trials and tribulations or the stuff that we learned along the way of creating this brand.
So I'm going to just speak a little bit on my end since it's only a couple. And I could definitely say, you know, having a business partner is a lot different than it just being just me. Like me, I'm making all the decisions on my own. I know this is what I want. This is what I like. When you transition from being it just you, just solo, and all of a sudden now you have a business partner, you have to make sure you guys agree to something, because if you don't, then it doesn't work out.
And we're both stubborn.
And we're both stubborn, but we
never
like,
think we're wrong.
No. We need this one. We want this way. He want this way. Just got to compromise. And
exactly.
That's something I had to learn and deal with what trials and tribulations, you know, starting this brand, what BuzzBros and Gleeced, but mainly Gleeced. As well as, bro, just I had to also be not just a business partner. I had to be somewhat of a mentor, because, you know, this is something new to you. This is something.
I mean, from a clothing brand aspect, 100%, not the podcast.
No, for sure.
I'm joking.
But yeah, for the bit, like you said, bro,
you taught me a lot. Of course.
And bro, of course, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I'm saying, just some trial tribulations, because it's like something I gotta tell you. You're like, bro, what are you saying? I'm like, bro, this right here, this GSM, this. And he's like, bro, what is?
I mean, obviously, I know all those aspects now, but at that time frame, I had to learn a lot.
Trials and tribulations.
Straight up. I had to watch YouTube videos, guys. I had to learn. I had to.
Don't get scammed by these courses. Everything can be taught on YouTube, by the way.
Straight up. That's so real. That's so real.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much was it for me, bro. Just, you know, business aspect of just transitioning from a solo to a business partner. And like I said, bro, honestly, I think I can personally say having a business partner is very beneficial. Then, you know, it's more pro than con. The reason why I can say that is because when it's just you, it's up to you to make sure you get something done. When it's 2 people, you can have a messed up day, and this person gonna make sure he's doing his end.
Yeah,
Like no matter what, it's being consistent.
We've done that for each other.
Exactly, and that's all that what matters is it being consistent. If you post every day, so on, something's gonna blow. So if I'm not posting, he's gonna post, and he's not posting, I'm gonna post. And if we're both post, we're gonna both post 2 times the post. Yeah, so no matter what, bro, I can definitely say having a business partner is very beneficial.
Before I touch up on my thing, there's also like, you know, not to throw any shade at anybody, but your older podcast.
Yeah. Not throwing shit on anyone, but
sometimes just things aren't supposed
things
to work
not
out.
meant to happen. Not just things not meant to happen. It's more or less like, bro, we both was college athletes trying to force 2 things all into one. And we're not talking about like being a college athlete, bro. You gotta go to practice in the morning.
You gotta pack schedule.
You gotta really pack schedule. You gotta be in the gym, hit lift, morning workouts, school, homework, education, like he said. And then also people gotta fit in the job because college is not cheap. So yeah, bro, everything happens for a reason. And
I mean, for me, what I learned mostly from being through the trials and tribulations of the clothing brand, honestly, I say what's the most beneficial thing I learned was that I could learn anything. It's kind of corny, but it's true at the same time. Like, it's so cliche, but it's like people are so comfortable with only working with what they know.
Yeah.
It's like, you ever heard the saying where it's like, if you want a different result, do a different thing. Insanity is just doing the same thing every single time and expecting 100%. A different result.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, bro, like, being able to actually sit down, learn, do research, and now be a full-on knowledgeable clothing brand owner. Not saying I know 100%. Everything. I still, bro, he still teaches me this stuff every single day. Bro. But it's like being able to know what I'm speaking of. And
it feels good. And not just that. I don't mean to cut you off, but bro, like, you guys behind the camera, you just seen, now we're wearing our pieces, bro. 2 months ago, bro, we was in this room
here
for a whole night. I mean, we wouldn't go to bed till like 3 a.m., 2 a.m., and we over here trying to figure out the design.
We were throwing a rubber ball on the ceiling type of thinking.
God, bro, we're laying on our backs on the carpet floor, this carpet floor. We're like, bro, and just getting headaches. And it was like,
And as soon as something led to one thing, the other person would disagree.
Yeah, bro, that's another, bro. And thankfully, we came to agreement. We found something that was perfect, that fit both of us styles, very complex. That's why I think our brand is very versatile, because we can meet that fashion world as well as meet that simplicity world. And that's why we got Simplicity Speaks Value. So yeah, speech impediment. But yeah, man, volume.
So look, people learn something they'll be too afraid to learn something that they genuinely don't know anything about. Like if you realize, like, most people, they stick to one field and then they start learning about that certain field.
I mean, it happens all the time.
Exactly. I never touched up on a clothing brand ever. And all of a sudden, I'm like, bro, I'm going to just throw myself in this pit of fire.
Realistically speaking, bro, that's how it is for every clothing brand owner. I mean, bro, growing up,
it's accidental or it's like natural.
When do you ever say, I'm going to start a clothing brand? Like, I remember everybody was like, I want to own a brand, this and that. I used to look at people like, bro, I'm not doing that dumb like, I'm not doing that, bro.
Next thing you know, you're on your second one.
Next thing you know, I'm on my second one. It's all the trends, though. Like, it's just, like, you know how they got real estate, and real estate's the move. This is where the money's at. Clothing brands.
Now it's bad, but...
Yeah, now it's bad. But at the time, like, I'm just saying, right now in our generation, it's clothing brands. Everybody think having a clothing brand is a get-rich scheme fast, and it's not. But at a certain period, it kind of was. People just fell in the trend, and it worked, and they just made...
And then they got oversaturated.
Yeah, it got very oversaturated.
Like, you can't succeed in it if you don't play your cards right.
Exactly. And we're kind of, me and him kind of falling in with this brand a little bit after, that everybody was trying to jump into the brand part, but I can definitely say, bro, I think this is going to go somewhere, so.
Of course. I feel like the other biggest trial and tribulation was ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, as in, like, as soon as I would agree with something, he could disagree on everything on it. And it's like, literally with every single thing, like he said, it doesn't make you, like, thankfully I've never had a business to where I was completely on my own.
Yeah.
The amount of, not, I want to say arguments, but disagreements that we have. And then we'd have to find a middle ground where we both agree. It's crazy. And it's not from, like, a negative aspect. It's just from straight up, like, it opens up your mind so much to, like, being able to be open to other perspectives and other point of views and stuff like that. Be able to take positive criticism, shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that too, because that would benefit us in the future when we talk with other business individuals that
100%.
can, like, would want to partner with us. Or
mean,
all I know is that we're gonna be successful.
It's gonna be successful. We just plan on going up, up, and up.
You can change the plan, but never the goal.
Never. Ooh.
I think we should show them the sweatpants. At least show them one of our colorways.
Okay.
We have 4 colorways, guys. We're rocking 2 of them right now. Oh, okay. You don't show the complete opposite.
Getting straight to it, yeah.
Let
So
me hold these ones.
he got the black on. I got the gray and pink. We have 4 colorways:
Orange,
green, gray,
Black.
black. The sweats. Here's one of the sweats, you guys. Like I said, very versatile. You can unbutton it and make it into a baggy fit for the sweats, or you can button them back up and it could be regular, just regular sweats.
That's how it looks like clipped on, guys.
And that's how it looks when it's unclipped.
You can't see it, but it'll be put up on the screen. It's actually our emblem or our clothing brand logo on each individual clip. So that's something that we kind of like had like a little minor detail that speaks volume.
Like Elan said, though, just compromising, coming up with ideas together. But
I mean, bro, when you're in a situation like, bro, our back, like literally us creating the clothing brand and podcast was like push come to shove type of thing. We support each other, like financially speaking, like we take care of the house,
100%.
You know what I mean?
Make
The
it
bills
happen.
and rent and everything. And it's like, bro, like we were genuinely struggling and like we were literally gonna be homeless.
Yeah, we
straight
were,
up.
though.
And like we have nowhere to go, you know what I mean? So it kind of made us think of like, okay, be able to create something on the side that will help us, that will eventually take us away from
because nobody
those
wants to
jobs.
be a slave, bro. Having a job, having 9 to 5. I mean, yes, don't
People
get me
need,
wrong.
we need it. We need
We
it.
do
We
need it.
We
I
need it.
agree.
We
We
need it.
do need it, but nobody wants to be trapped in it.
Straight
And with
up,
that
like
being
relying
said,
on it.
of course, I think everybody should have a 9 to 5.
To learn that foundation.
That's the word I was looking for. To build a foundation. Everybody should have a 9 to 5 to build that foundation. Because once you build that foundation, let's not. But once you build that foundation, it's just going on to the top, bro. Like you can use that foundation. Go ahead, take that money, invest into a clothing brand, invest into a podcast, invest into a hair salon, so on.
There's so many things you can invest into.
All you need is some sort of passive income, and
To be able to achieve knowledge, like being open to learning, bro.
that's all it is. You just gotta be teachable. Once you're teachable, once you're able to take in that knowledge, bro. If you really think about it, we're just living. Like we're just people on this planet. How many is billions of people? Everybody's doing the same thing, working a 9 to 5. That's how businesses operate. People gotta work. Be different, bro. Try to be a business owner. Have the people work for you.
Exactly. At least try. Like at least put yourself out there in that
Worst
situation.
comes to worst,
you just work a 9 to 5.
You just work a 9 to 5 like everybody else. But I'm pretty sure you don't want to be like everybody else. If you're watching this podcast right now, you want to be
don't
that
wanna
1%.
be, exactly.
I'm not trying to be corny, but I'm pretty sure you want to be some type of progression going on in your life. And with that being said, bro, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this EP. We is going to give you a few tips of starting clothing brands. Tip number 1, I'm going to say it. I genuinely just think you just, like he said, we just said previously, just soaking in that information. Be able to go on YouTube. Don't be lazy. Don't, I'm going to buy this course, or I'm just going to do what everybody else do. Bro, do your research. Go on YouTube. Go on Google. Figure out what is this type of fabric, what is the GSM, what type of manufacturer I should go to, what type of print I'm looking for. Just make sure you're able to soak in that information, and you'll definitely learn something from it.
Be a sponge.
And it can definitely help you when you're dropping that product. You can know the different type of quality you're going to get. Is this going to be correct? You can say, I want DTG, and somebody give you screen print or, heat press. You're going to be like, yo, what the...
You got to be able to learn.
You got to know
stuff.
what you're ordering, what you're spending your money on.
I'm not gonna lie. I think personally, for tip numero dos, other than that, to be like the most important thing to be able to start a clothing brand.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as something doesn't go your way, don't just quit on it. Don't give up. You know what I mean? It's a very generic and broad idea, but it's such an important detail. Bro, businesses succeed off failures. They don't succeed off success.
do.
You see like social media where it's like everything is a highlight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't see all the other trials and
Everybody
tribulations
always
that they went
posts
through.
with the goods. They never really post the
Exactly.
bads because nobody want to see you at your bad.
Exactly. You have to. There's always that key pivot point that's going to teach you something if you fail. You know what I mean?
Honestly, bro, most of the majority of brands, they're gonna just post them packaging orders, but they're not gonna show what it took to package them orders, or they're not gonna show you that it probably took 2 orders a day, 3 orders a day to get that large amount of orders to take that picture, laying on the packages and whatnot.
Exactly. So it's like, bro, don't just give up. You know what I mean? All successful people in life, they're not better than you. They're not smarter than you. It's not what it is. They just took action and then they stuck with it. It's being consistent. That's literally all it is. Just taking action. There's a person that is, you're way smarter than them, but they're in better shoes than you are, all because you're afraid to take that initial first step and they weren't. You know what I mean? So
that's all.
Straight up, bro. Just take action and don't give up. It's so generic, but it's so true.
I agree. And for the third and final tip, genuinely, what I would say is just finding the right supplier for yourself. Don't just go on YouTube, Instagram, and somebody drop a manufacturer list. Most of the time, they're just giving you fugazi, some BS, because the manufacturer paid them to use it for marketing and whatnot. Actually do your research. Actually go ahead, talk to multiple manufacturers, at least 10 to 7 to 10, 8 to 10. See the type of products they provide, what they're good at, what they're not good at, and just find the perfect supplier for you. You might try to drop some pants, some hoodies, some shirts. I have a manufacturer that can drop a perfect shirt but cannot drop a pants or a beanie for nothing. And I have somebody can drop good pants but can't make a shirt for nothing. So just find the perfect supplier for you. And y'all also give us a good rating. Let us know what y'all think about this. Y'all go follow Gleeced US on Instagram. That's gonna wrap up this EP. Y'all stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe.
You're not just entertained, but you're empowered too.
Ooh,
yeah,